Hello, I'm gonna start a quick draft Kaldheim, probably my last, almost for sure my last one before it leaves the arena for now. Recently I reached Diamond Tier 1, but I don't have any steps on this rank yet, so it is possible that I get to Mythic with this draft, but it will be quite hard. I will try anyway. Let's see what can I get here. So this rare is pretty good. I like it. It's good in Golgari with the support of Black Elves, and in Simic with the support of Changelings, and I think just in any green deck. But then you have to depend on green providing the Elves and Changelings. So uncommon lands are cool. This isn't too good. Maybe it's good enough if you already got there, but not good as a starting point for getting to Izzet Giants or something like that. Find the Monster is good, probably the best common here. Also this one is nice, this one. And this is a very good card, and also this Snowland is appealing, but I'm gonna stay with the Elf. So I like runes. White is maybe one of the least exciting, but still I like this card. This is quite good, but I think I prefer a rune. This takes a lot of work. It can be good in some decks, but it's not a high priority for me. So I think the commons are quite underwhelming here overall. I like this one, and also Snow-Covered Forest is good. Some are good in some decks at least. Master Scout, preferring Hog. But I'm gonna go with this rune now. So this or this probably the best cards, but I'm gonna go with rune. Okay, maybe I am rewarded just a little for taking a white card, because this is a premium 2-drop, a very good card. I'm passing by the monster again, but this is worth it in my opinion. So Horizon Seeker is also good. This is an elf, but this is just a better card, so I think it's not that important to pick only elves or something like that. So okay, all the cards for 2 mana. Right now I got premium 2 drops, so I don't have to worry for that slot that much for now. I think I can fill the 2 mana creature slot with good enough cards. If I pick at least 2 decent 2 drops, I got 2 premium ones. And here another 2-drop, I suppose, because this is just the most appealing card here, besides maybe this Snowland. So these red cards, these 2 are at least good in some decks, but the rest is quite underwhelming. Masked Vandal is just great, works together with War Master. And I can get to a very cheap deck to also support this Clarion Spirit, and it providing me tokens, so it's also not bad to pick another 2-drop, but I think I'm almost set with 2 drops right now, so I can look elsewhere for cards. I think I'm gonna pick this bind the monster at last. Maybe Celestia can be in a position to look for a splash color for removal. So Lindworm isn't that high priority. These white cards as well, they are decent, but not a high priority. And this also is quite good if I have Clarion Spirit. It's better if you have some second spell payoffs, but I like Bind the Monster the most. And this is a little weirder right now. I don't like it that much. I think maybe Celestia is not a bad archetype for it. Boros and Celestia are probably the best, but still I don't really like it. So I think I'm gonna pick this. This is similar to Lindworm that I passed earlier, some beefy green creature that is decent for its cost, but nothing spectacular. And I think Lindworm is maybe better in most decks, but this is better if you have some Elves synergies, and I have this first pick, and maybe I'll get some other Elf synergy, so it's not a bad idea to get this right now. Okay, and I have another interesting choice, because I can splash blue for a removal, but I also can splash red for my removal. So with picking this, I can be open to splashing both colors, and I could also pick Snow-Covered Island and maybe go deeper into blue and blue splash and support some potential snow payoffs, which can be good in a green deck, splash in blue. White doesn't have that many snow payoffs, but green and a blue splash can get there. But I think this is more appealing. I can splash red to this deck, not blue after all. And red has more removals, so I can really set myself with red removal. And now this is a good elf, an appealing elf, because black didn't show many appealing elves. And white seems kind of dry, so I can just ditch this white package and try to get into Golgari elves after all. Disciple is some appealing creature now, but this is also an elf thanks to Changeling, and I will keep myself in green. So this is more speculative, and this is just a safe pick. And still, if I ditch white, I'm not set in with 2 drops. If I will have 3. And if I will play white as one of my main colors, 4 is kind of there. I could play more in Celestia, but 4 is a decent number of 2 drops by itself. So I think Masked Vandal is a safer pick. And okay, so if I try to get to black, I think Wither Crown is quite cool. But also, I think Snowland is a good pick if I'm almost sure I will play green, and also I think white is still my second color, and so fixing in my colors. These cards aren't very splashable. This rune, if I get Runed Crown, it's good to play this rune and to have the option to cast it from my hand if I draw it earlier than Runed Crown. But if not, they aren't very splashable. This is great if white is one of your main colors, but if you have to wait for your white mana source, then double spelling will be quite hard. So I could pick this Wither Crown, but it's not that exciting, and I'm kind of passing the opportunity to get into black, but maybe now I could, but I think I can also pick Master Scout. So quite hard here, and not an easy choice. Do I have anything for Rune of Sustenance? Can get into the graveyard if enchanted creature will die, and also if I will splash red, sagas tend to go to graveyard even easier than runes. So I think this black card is maybe a little better, or maybe not even a little better than this Master Scout. But I think I will try to keep myself in Celestia, because Clarion Spirit is a lot better than this Priest, and I already passed so many black cards that trying to get there right now for this Priest, I don't even have great support for it. For now, only one Snowland. It's not that appealing. I think I'm gonna try to keep myself in Celestia. And this can be good in some decks at least. So. Okay, I will pick this. I don't like it. I don't think I will include it in my deck. But if I'll get there with other auras or equipments, it can be just good enough. So I can see myself playing this still. This is the most potential. I don't want to play these white cards, this Rider, so I have Arnie Slays the Troll. Maybe I will move to Gruul, or just... No, I don't know if red is my splash color. I don't think I will play it, but if I will move to Gruul, this can be actually quite good. And now I will just pick an uncommon, I suppose. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna play it. This is also an uncommon for collection purposes or vault purposes, and maybe there is at least some possibility that I will get to Golgari Elves. I will open some bomb black card in the second booster and will try to force Golgari, and this, if I have some Elf synergies, it can be just good enough. So these one drop Elves aren't too good. I prefer this one. This enables some splashes and is in my main color, at least for now, the candidate for main color. Okay, and this is interesting because this is actually a good card. I'm getting the last pick and it is in black, so I was speculating on black and I was talking about the bomb rare, and this kind of is. It's not fitting my current game plan that well. But it's great, and also the interesting thing is I don't have any good cards for me except maybe this. This is the best card. I don't have good green cards here. I don't like this very much, and I don't have good white cards. I don't really like these one drops. And red cards, even if I consider red as my third candidate for a color I will play, and Blood on the Snow just makes me reconsider everything. I can just pick it speculatively because I'm not losing anything very valuable anyway. This would be my pick if not for these black cards, because if this was some blank rare, I think I could still decide between these two. But with Blood on the Snow, I will pick this and I will try to get a lot of snowlands, at least in my colors. So what do we have here? Double blue here is quite unappealing. This is a changeling, which matters for me because it's also an elf, and it's a good card overall. Replicating ring provides some fixing, but isn't that great. This is quite good, but I think I prefer this changeling here. Also, this is good, but I don't think I'm gonna try to get into blue. Okay, so another copy of this uncommon. Less valuable than the first copy, and I have some interesting cards in this. This is an elf and some ramp as well, if I get there with snowlands, but I think now if I picked Blood on the Snow, this snowland is the most valuable for me, so maybe one of these three cards will come back. I would like one of these, or just this, but it's less likely that this uncommon will come back. So another snowland in the color of Blood on the Snow, and this again, maybe one of these will come back, but I didn't pick many snowlands in the first booster, so I think I will pick them higher for now, at least until I get to a decent number. So nothing is that great to keep to make me pick something else. So I think I will try to play this Blood on the Snow, which means I won't be some aggressive Celestia deck. So if that plan is abandoned, this is not that exciting because it's not a good splash, and this provides fixing. I passed some Horizon Seekers earlier, so now it's the time. This is a removal, but it's not one of the best removal spells. It's decent enough, but I think Horizon Seeker is more valuable, and I have basic Snowlands, which is also good. So I'm still not sure if I would try to be some Golgari deck, or maybe splash something, but like I said, these white cards aren't very splashable. Master Scald, maybe if it has a lot of targets, it may be even splashable, but it may be unexciting even if white is your main color, but maybe splashable if it has some good targets. It's a weird card in that degree, and also black should provide better removal, so there's not a great need maybe for splashing this, but I still don't have a lot of removal spells, so maybe I just don't have removal spells at all. So I have pseudo removal with this, and I have a sweeper, which fills the same slot, but I don't have some targeted removals if I don't want to sweep the whole board. So I could pick Wither Crown now. I could also pick this, and this is actually exciting if I have some elf synergies, and I may consider playing this, so self-milling, and this also reanimates something, so some self-milling is welcome, and this has lifelink, helps me survive to my sweeper, and I think I won't be hurt much by passing Wither Crown. Maybe I will get 1 or 2 copies, and I don't want to play too many anyway, so some of these Wither Crowns may come back maybe. Glittering Frost isn't bad. It can be quite good if I splash something, or or I have this elf that untaps Snowland. So I passed 2 copies, maybe one, at least one will come back, but Outrider is a better card. So this helps with Blood on the Snow, with Snow Mana. I could play 1 copy, but this is much better card overall. So, and it's an elf. Another elf. I don't know if I have some. So this is a boost for elves, so some option to have 3 power or more. And this is some boost. And this, so actually I have some options at least. So I could pick this, but I don't think these white cards aren't splashable. I'm not looking to splash white right now, so picking an off-color Snowland isn't that great for me. Maybe I will splash white for some reason after all, but and may regret this because this isn't that great. But if I won't play white, I have 3 2-drops, so I can get the 4th, and it fits my theme and actually has some boosts. So this 3 power, at least 3 power is possible. So now I will pick one of the removal spells, and I like this priest more. I still need more Snowlands to support it, but I hope I will get there. And this, maybe I will pick 1 copy of Way Down anyway, but I don't want to have too many copies because it's not a great thing for me to exile cards from my graveyard. Okay, this is quite bad. I don't want to play anything from here. I think I prefer a creature to this combat trick. I won't be that aggressive, probably, but it looks a little bit downy, this deck. So Blood on the Snow may be a little weird, but it's too good to not include it, I suppose. I can have some. Maybe it's more likely that I will decide that I'm so bit downy that I actually want a combat trick, and I don't like this black one very much, but maybe. I think this is better. I don't want to play 2 copies of this elf. I think it's more likely that I will include this artifact creature, although if I don't get this into my deck, I think this isn't very likely as well, but maybe I will pick up some good second spell payoffs from black. Maybe this uncommon 1/1 that gets 2 counters and menace until end of turn. So then I could consider this. I don't think this will be so good that I will splash 2 copies. So maybe this is just better. Okay, and this is actually playable. And I would prefer to play 2 copies of this than 2 copies of this Sentinel. Reaper is very nice. This is a removal, but I'm not sure if I would like to splash white after all for this removal. So Reaper is too good to pass for this removal spell, not in my main colors. So what about splashing red for 2 copies of Arnie Slice the Troll? Still don't have good fixing, except this Horizon Seeker. But the cards in my colors aren't very exciting. I think the second copy of this isn't that important. This is better, but I really don't have too many removal spells, so maybe I will splash red after all. So these are Infernal Bat. It's not an easy choice, but I think I will be light on removal and splashing red. So adjusting my mana base to splash red just for 1 card doesn't seem worth it, and for 2 is much better. So I can set this up a little, and Infernal Bat isn't a huge loss. Glitter and Frost is nice, but this is just great. This is also good. Pounding Gold is good, so I could at least I have fixing for white, so I could consider splashing white. But I think Borilla of Trider is just a great elf in my main color, so I prefer this, and will try to provide some more snow mana after all. Still, I should pick some more. It's not too great right now. So maybe 2 copies is enough. So I say Troll is more appealing right now. Now I think I'm really set with 2 drops, and I will try to pick more Snowlands, and then Ice High Troll gets much better. This is also very good, so unfortunately Snowlands are not present in these boosters, which is very bad for me. I think I won't get there with Snowlands, so at least I have some ways to search for them with Horizon Seeker and this Spirit, but I need more. I don't have enough. That's not good. Still not coming. This or this here, because I'm quite set with bundles. Gonna go with the elf now. And now this elf, because this won't be very good. I'm not getting there with Snowlands. So Glitter and Frost would be also nice if it came back, but it's also not very likely. This is actually good if I would splash green. It's a good land to splash, but this is better for me still. Okay, so maybe I'm at the point where I will need off-color Snowlands, so I'm not passing this one. It is a little weird, but okay. This may be actually quite good, because I have so many elves and changelings, and or changelings, 9, 13. So this is a tribal deck. I still have some recursion from the graveyard and some ways to some payoffs for exiling cards, for creature cards from my graveyard, but I think I have so many 2-drops that I don't want to play this, and this is quite slow, so I like this one more. This recursion. Okay, planes. Not that high on elves to play Dusk Wielder. I think I prefer this. I don't want to play it because double white hurts this a lot, but I prefer to pick an uncommon here. Okay, this is a little weird. I'm not sure if I will splash red or maybe splash white to make some use out of these lands if I want to play all my snow lands. I have 3 sources of white mana here, so splashing white is kind of free. So the problem is I don't have that great cards to splash in white, but I can consider this. I don't think I will splash blue for bind the monster, but splashing green for this is a little more appealing, but then my mana base would be awful if I want to play Snowlands and still some red sources. I think I will just maybe not play enough removal, but play some my best white cards probably. Okay, so we will see in the next video when I will build my deck. And thanks for watching this one. Be sure to like it, to subscribe to my channel, and the whole playlist of this draft is linked in the description. So see you.